This is Terry Kurtz Online reporting on Victor Valley, High Desert, and Mojave River Valley events, activities, entertainment, and history. It is rattlesnake season in the high desert. Rattlesnakes give birth August to September. To the young, they can be more dangerous because their rattles have not developed yet, but they are just as venomous as adult rattlesnakes. Here are some helpful tips on staying safe on the trails or in your yard. Wear appropriate over-the-ankle hiking boots, thick socks, and loose-fitting long pants. Never go barefoot or wear sandals when walking through off-road areas. Avoid tall grass, weeds, rocks, and heavy underbrush where rattlesnakes like to hide during the day. Watch where you step and do not put your foot in or near a crevice where you cannot see. If a fallen tree or large rock is in your path, step up on it instead of over it. Check out stumps or logs before sitting down. Do not turn over rocks or logs. If you must move a rock or log, use gloves and roll it toward you, giving anything beneath it the opportunity to escape in the opposite direction. Never grab sticks or branches while swimming in lakes and rivers. Rattlesnakes can swim. Avoid approaching any snake you cannot positively identify as a safe species. Our Mojave green rattlers are said to have the deadliest venom of any viper. If you hear the warning rattle, move away from the area and do not make sudden or threatening movements in the direction of the rattlesnake. Remember, rattlesnakes do not always rattle before they strike. Do not handle a freshly killed rattlesnake. It can still inject venom. If bit, apply a bandage and keep calm and as still as possible. Do not cut the wound open. Do not apply a tourniquet. Don't apply ice. Don't drink alcohol or caffeine. They speed up absorption of the venom into your bloodstream. Do not elevate the bitten area above the level of your heart. Expect swelling, nausea, and possible effects of shock. Immobilize the limb. If alone and in a remote area with no cell phone reception, make your way slowly to where medical help can be contacted or you can receive attention and assistance. You should try to be receiving medical treatment within a half hour of being bitten. Millions of acres of the Mojave Desert will have more protection as a result of being designated as California's first Sentinel landscape. This area is home to at least 40 protected species and 5 military bases. The Sentinel Landscape Partnership is a collaboration between the Departments of Defense, Agriculture, and Interior that was formed in 2013. The 3.5 million acres includes multi-use public lands, farmlands, recreational lands, and military training areas, and lies in the desert between Ridgecrest and the Morongo Basin. The new designation is a force multiplier for Marine Air Ground Combat Center 29 Palms and the other Mojave Desert military installations supporting conservation efforts in range resilience and sustainability. Other bases in the Mojave Desert include the National Training Center Fort Irwin, Edwards Air Force Base, Naval Air Weapons Station China Lake, and Marine Corps Logistics Base in Barstow. The desert tortoise and Joshua trees are among the endangered species receiving added protection. The partnership amplifies the 29 Palms Combat Center's commitment to the tortoise repopulation, habitat restoration, and other recovery efforts on and off the military base. The tortoise population has declined 50% to 90% in the Mojave Desert due to a wide range of threats, including ravens, coyotes, habitation degradation, disease, and invasive plants. A major component of the base's program to restore the tortoise population is to have pregnant females brought into nest in captivity, so the babies hatch in a protected environment. This allows them to grow larger with predator-resistant shells before being released into the wilderness as juveniles. The base has released more than 100 babies into the wild in the last few years. Base ecologists at 29 Palms said the tortoise program has resulted in a 96% survival rate of turtles inside the facility each year. In the wild, the survival rate is less than 50%. TKOL is brought to you by We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. Bid fast and last, world-class auctioneers. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, family owned and operated locally since 1954. The Bradco Companies, our area's longest-standing full-service commercial brokerage firm. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Down Home Grill, 760-241-4663 for delivery, drive-through, pickup, or to order ahead for dine-in. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, conference and convention center for the High Desert, and favored destination for travelers and visitors to the Victor Valley. Preceding TKOL Spotlight, showcasing the Victor Valley's best, most interesting, brightest, most entertaining, most deserving. Spotlight. 3 Apple Valley High School fabrication and welding students compete in Kentucky in the National Skills USA Welding Finals.
I'm Bryce Avance, and this is the Skills USA fabrication contest.
Of course. My name is Ryan Meindl.
And how do you spell your last name, Ryan?
Meindl.
Ryan, what's your role on this team?
I'm the captain, and then the stick welder or arc welding.
What's your name?
Jaden Roop.
How do you spell your last name? Is it Jayden?
Yes, sir.
And last name, how do you spell it?
Roupe.
Okay.
I'm oxy welding, or MIG welding, and some flux core welding. So kind of an all-around everything I do.
Yeah.
I'm the TIG welder.
What is it?
The TIG welder.
What is a TIG welder?
It's a different process of welding. The consumable electrode melts the metal, and you dip a filler rod into it to make the weld and to fuse the two pieces of metal together.
MIG welding, so you have a gun with the trigger, and the wire is fed through the gun, the copper wire. And then I do flux core welding. It's the same thing as stick welding, just same thing as MIG, just with a flux coating on the outside of that wire.
It's GMAW, G-M-A-W, and it's a type of process that we use, which we have a stinger and an electrode that has a continuous burn.
We're high school fabrication, so they give us a design set plans of what they want us to build for nationals. Usually they give us material, what we want to build. This one, they give us what we need to build, what materials we're using, and how we're going to build it, and how much time, which is 6.5 hours.
So with the teamwork process, we all have to take our own, carry our own weight, if it makes sense. Where one person's cutting, one person's welding, one person's grinding or sanding. We got to make it work and flow like a river. You can't have any obstructions. And with these practices, it helps build as a team and prepares us for our competition in Kentucky.
So this is a rocket stove. So what it does is right here you have your wood feeder, and it feeds it down into here in the bottom here, and it creates your smoke or flame or whatever you want to use, and then it builds up into here. You put your meat on top and you barbecue up here. This latch folds open here. Then you have a little slide here where the ash falls out. Clean it all out, push it back in, and on the back you have, you can call it a potato warmer. You feed your potatoes with aluminum foil and slide them in here at the top, and then take them out at the bottom. That way they're warm, nice.
We are practicing, so we build 2 of them. Here's one, and we're building in the middle of building another one. And when we get there to Kentucky, we have to build a whole another one in 6.5 hours.
It's more mentally challenging knowing the time, working with all these materials and hoping to get everything cut right and under the time constraint. But with these practices, it helps a lot to build that confidence up and prepare us for this weekend.
Right. So, what's the toughest part of it? Is it the time pressure, or just the craftsmanship?
Almost everything. We have to cut everything and make sure everything fits nice, and we run into problems and we run into things that work well.
It's real challenging. If there's hiccups, you're gonna have to fix those hiccups. That takes time, and we don't have much time, of course. So everything has to process just right and cut just right and everything.
What classes have you taken at Apple Valley High School in welding and fabrication?
Actually a lot physics. Physics helped me out a lot with this. And then I've been a welding student for 4 years, so we took the SolidWorks class where you do all your computer design. Then you do your intermediate and go through all your welds: stick welding, TIG welding, MIG welding, oxygen acetylene welding. And then you go to the advanced class, and that's when you make your own projects. So learning and figuring it out on yourself and having Penfold teach us and help us out kind of prepares us for everything. But learning the math between normal math and physics and trying to get everything put together is what really helps me.
That's great. That's very, very good. Thank you for these comments.
Thank you.
Flying out Sunday morning
Yeah.
to right now rainy
Yeah, rainy, humid Kentucky.
Kentucky. So good luck. Look forward to hearing the results.
Thank you.
Apple Valley High School Computer and Media Pathway students prepare for Skills USA opening round competition. Skills USA is a national program involving students who are preparing for careers in trade, technical, and skilled service occupations. Apple Valley sends 133 students to Skills USA competition this year for Sun Devils junior Sammy Solis, her third year competing in Skills USA.
So Career Pathway Showcase is a competition showcasing whatever CTE program you're in and how it can prepare you for career readiness. So basically we are doing, because we are in an informational technology program, so we are showcasing how camp has affected our community, and we're basing our project off of the way we share technology with schools in our area. So we're going to middle schools in the district, and we're showing them certain skills that they might need or certain skills they're working on to kind of advance their program or whatever they're doing.
For the past 3 years, we've done this competition, which is CPS, where we're showcasing our academy and the community service project that we have to help the younger schools with their to get them ready to come into camp. And then last year, we attempted to do promotional bulletin board, which came out good, which is the bulletin board right there, which was showcasing skills. And we had to make a board to hold up in the office, so that way people who would walk into the office, they would be informed as to what skills was, and if they were interested, they would come into the meetings that we would have throughout the years.
4 Sun Devils freshmen comprise the entrepreneurship team. They will compete against teams with students from all grade levels.
So entrepreneurship for Skills USA is really just a visual and kind of verbal presentation on the market and the kind of company we build on our own.
I'm the chief financial officer, so I take care of all the finances and figure out what we need to do to make our app actually run.
My name is Thais Ali, and I'm going to make the application.
I am in charge of getting our ads out there and publicity mostly.
Our app right now is kind of a errand-based system to where you can post your errands that you need done, and you put it on a kind of message board for other people around the world to see.
This week I'm talking to an accountant to help me figure out how the numbers are going to work and what I need to hire a coder and figure out our future financial.
Okay.
So I have to figure out how much it'll cost for each ad, and then I'll transfer that to our CFO.
My favorite part is coding the app and figuring out how we're going to make it and showing our judges that we know how to make the app for it.
Honestly, I'd say advertising. Okay. I think advertising is probably my favorite so far. Getting everything out there, figuring out how it actually gets out there.
My favorite part would probably be the flexibility that we get to have with our imagination, I guess, like how we get to create it by ourselves.
Typical for photographers, they enjoy capturing on camera images of others not being on camera themselves.
My main role in camp as a whole is photography. I'm pretty high up there, I would say, with editing. I'm not going to brag too much, but I'm fairly good at editing photos.
Caitlin, what's your role here as a photographer? What do you do?
I just
Take pictures?
Yeah, mainly I just take pictures of our surroundings. Like we go out during class and take pictures of the school and edit them so that we can put it as our Chromebook backgrounds.
About photography, I enjoy just capturing the beautiful moments. Just like what I do, I randomly take pictures of things that bring interest into me, and then I make it into something more when I edit it.
I take pictures. I love editing pictures. That's my favorite part of taking pictures.
All right. And what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
How does this all tie into Skills USA? When you get into the competition, what you submit, it can be of anything?
Yeah.
Does it have to be school related or no?
No.
Oh.
Well, when we get there, we take pictures of the school, but we take 2 pictures with us that don't have to do with anything.
Wow, so you're judged in part on spontaneous of what you do that day. Oh. What has this whole camp program done for you at Apple Valley High School?
It's given me the opportunity to Pride has given us all these equipment that we're allowed to use, and so we can be creative, we can make the certain videos that we want, or any creative process we can make. And so the one thing I love about camp is just there's no right or wrong thing if you make a video. It's just like if you make a video and you personally like it, everyone's going to enjoy it and find something in it that they like. And so it's just everyone's always accepting, and then so that's always a good thing in a program like this. And then it's just we learn a lot through each other. It's almost like a family, so that's the biggest part too.
Let's go back to 2015.
The Apple Valley High School Precision Machining and Design program prepares students for careers in engineering, design, and machining. Students gain hands-on experience on cutting-edge machinery, literally and figuratively. These students are working on the CNC lathe.
I'm actually from AP Physics, and right now we're working on a project. So what we have to do is we have to make a boat. And so I can use the machines we have here, like the CNC lathe and the manual lathe, to help me build my boat and, to cut out the parts and things like that. Basically, our test is to use the blueprints and to create this. And so what I'm doing right now is I put some bluing ink on here, and I use a little scribe to help mark off my points. So that would be these points right here. And I'm trying to zero out my axes, which are those over there. And so I just want to make sure that they're zeroed off, so when I go in and make my cuts, I have the right measurements. According to the blueprint, it says we have to go 0.75 across each of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler, and I'm going to start, and this is what I did on this. So what I did was I took this, and I basically measured out 0.75 on each. So you can see this is exactly 0.75. So I did the same thing on my workpiece. And I took it and I measured it out. And I put little scribes so that way I made sure I had my correct measurements. I was like, oh shoot, it's getting... That's what that was for.
The CNC lathe is just one part of the program students experience as they become college and career ready. The program is a joint investment of the Apple Valley Unified School District, the San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors, and business partners.
Apple Valley High School senior Itzel Gonzalez has been crowned California's Miss Amazing Teen Queen 2019. This pageant is the largest in the nation dedicated to celebrating and empowering girls and women with disabilities. We met Itzel Gonzalez when she was competing in Skills USA baking competition.
Hi, my name is Itzel Gonzalez.
Itzel Gonzalez is among the 55 Apple Valley High School students advancing to state in Skills USA competition. She is in the Action Skills category. In her leadership presentation, Itzel Gonzalez tells she has Down syndrome.
I have Down syndrome. I'm working really hard.
She has a part-time
Now,
job.
I work at a restaurant. I work Mama Capino.
And reveals her future plans to attend college
Yeah,
and eventually
every time I
open
go,
her own bakery.
I want to go to college, open my own bakery.
Competing in Skills USA is just one ingredient in this outstanding student's recipe for preparing for her future.
I'm working really hard.
Congratulations to California Miss Amazing Teen Queen Itzel Gonzalez, and best of luck in the national pageant in Chicago in August.
Competition in Skills USA underway this day at Granite Hills High School in Apple Valley. High school and now middle school teams compete. Winners in this regional leadership event advance to the state Skills USA competition.
We've got 46 different schools represented here today for about 300 students. They're competing in things like job interview and promotional bulletin board, chapter display, lots of different contests that are showing off their leadership skills that they've been working on all throughout their high school careers.
Well, we have to promote Skills USA in general. We have to provide occupational information, as in universities you could apply to that you can use Skills USA skills in a way.
It involves just a lot of hard work, and we're actually competing in chapter display. So we have to display how our chapter is helping us be successful in the workforce.
In the presentation, I more sit off to the side, but during working on the project, I'm more hands-on. So that's why we are all good together, because we all do our different parts.
What do you enjoy most about the Skills USA competition?
Just the fun that it brings and the teamwork, because me and my team have become close because of it.
Teams of 5 go head-to-head in the highly spirited Quiz Bowl.
Well, there's several questions that they ask, and kind of like Jeopardy.
Quiz Bowl is a mix of questions. There's no really way to prepare for it. It's just like a mix of everything.
What kind of questions are they?
Combination is current events, the Skills USA handbook. There's a lot of medical questions and a little bit of math, history.
Skills USA standards, social studies, politics, science, math, but they're rather simple questions.
Apple Valley Unified School District high schools have been very successful in Skills USA competition.
Apple Valley High School does a fantastic job every year at Skills USA at the regional, state, and national level. We have many students that advance from a regional level that we're at today to the state level to represent their school and their district as the top in their area. There are 6 regions in California. They compete at the state level, and if they win there, they get to move on to the national level where they represent the entire state of California to the nation, which is a fantastic honor. Every year, Apple Valley High School has around 10 students or so that get that honor to go represent at that level. Last year, we had students in webpage design and digital cinema and promotional bulletin board going to represent all of California, and they did very well. Digital cinema and webpage design both got 6th in the nation.
What's the secret? Why is Apple Valley High School so successful in Skills USA competition?
I have to say it's definitely because of the comprehensive nature of our school. So we have a vast offering of career technical education courses. The things that students are able to find and love at our school is so many more than you tend to see at schools nowadays. We do more than just the academic curriculum. We have the honors programs, we have all those. We also have auto shop and welding and culinary arts and a vast computer program. So with all of those offerings, a student can find a place that they want to be in, that they can connect to, and use that to succeed and find something they're passionate about, and we show that in our competitions and how well we do.
Apple Valley High School junior Dominic Schlosser won the silver medal for Computer Numerical Control Turning Specialist at the 2022 Skills USA National Leadership and Skills Competition in Georgia. His plans for his upcoming senior year include training students and reinvigorating the Apple Valley Engineering Extension program that uses 21st century tools such as 3D printers, CNC machines, laser cutters, and other advanced manufacturing technology. Speaking of new and innovative, this new Sustainability Park is one of the largest compost facilities in America. The massive $900 million organics and green waste composting facility is on a former dairy farm in El Mirage. Located on Sheep Creek Road, this site serves the high desert and inland empire, turning local yard and food waste into nutrient-rich compost and mulch to keep it out of landfills. The facility will have the capability to process more than 300,000 tons of green and food waste per year, with the capability to process over 500,000 tons annually in years to come. Repurposed as a compost facility, it is 140 acres in total, with 60 acres dedicated for compost operations. The Sustainability Park is a state-of-the-art, positive aerated static pile compost facility with multiple blowers to provide continuous aeration to the compost material to minimize odors. The facility is permitted to recycle green waste and food waste. A San Bernardino Sun article on the new waste facility described El Mirage as a tiny community once known for its illicit pot activity. Well, longtime residents more readily relate El Mirage to its dry lake as the grassroots home of land speed racing, where numerous land vehicle world records have been set. The Southern California Timing Association's next such event at El Mirage Dry Lake is the weekend of June 13th and 14th. We flash back. The Southern California Timing Association's last and biggest and fastest racing event of the season at El Mirage Dry Lake. Over 100 entries going for the world record in vehicles of every shape and size imaginable. Sightings brings us to El Mirage Dry Lake, where world speed records are being set. There are over 24 classifications for motorcycles alone. Kathy Butler holds some 24 world speed records, breaking 100 miles an hour on both her custom-built board and stroke 50cc and 100cc motorcycles.
Van and I have been running El Mirage in Bonneville for about 4 years now. This is our 5th year, and we have almost all of the 50cc records. Our highest record we set last meet.
The Southern California Timing Association technology is top class. Timers, track stewards, officials, all are volunteers. November's cooler weather equates to faster times, giving drivers the greater likelihood of setting new world marks. Here's one racer who should be a cover story for AARP. At a spry 75, Earl Wooden holds the record for fastest hot rod running on conventional fuel.
Well, it's the Bonneville Streamliner. It's a special construction vehicle. It's a totally fabricated automobile. We run in the AA unblown gas class. It's the fastest gas-powered race car in the world, blown or unblown.
High speed, low maintenance, yep, ladies, Earl's an eligible bachelor. The Super Bowl of land speed racing is at Bonneville. How's the El Mirage Dry Lake track compare?
Our point system is 6 races here, May, June, July, and then we come back and run September, October, and November here. This is 1 mile and a third, and the track at Bonneville for the slow cars is 3 miles, and the faster cars going over 400, while over 300 and 400 is a 5-mile course at Bonneville.
Actually, no, we run El Mirage because it's different. It's the dirt, and it's a whole different ball game, and we like it. It's a tune-up for Bonneville, but Bonneville is very different altitude-wise, tune-up-wise from here, so we just like to run out in the dirt. It gives us something to do every month.
There's no admission. It's an incredibly entertaining, fast-paced event. Watching these cars, trucks, hot rods, motorcycles, and other assorted motorized vehicles race to beat the clock. The Victor Valley Community Services Council is offering free homemaker services, transportation, and activities for seniors with mobility challenges. The Victor Valley Community Services Council is offering free mobility devices. Do you know a senior in need of a mobility device? The Victor Valley Community Services Council provides free wheelchairs, walkers, bedside commodes, canes, and more to those who qualify. For more information, please call 760-243-9646. That's a wrap on this edition of Terry Kurtz Online. On behalf of Victor Valley Television Productions, thank you for watching. We hope to see you again next time around.